Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Michelle Lowry from Nico Natural Therapies, and today we're going to talk about Nature's Oracle deck. So, I'm really excited to launch a new option on my website called Nature's Oracle deck. This deck is an interactive deck that you can visit anytime you choose for a myriad of different reasons, which we're going to talk about today. So this deck was created because whenever I go out into nature, I'm always looking at the signs, the way the trees are, if there's a particular plant that seems to call to me, if there are rocks out there that I want to sit with, the wildlife or the birds that might show up. And I realize that I live each day receiving signs from nature and then asking for more information from those signs and using those for guidance, for validation, for my step forward in a challenge. And I realized how wonderful would it be, especially if you're not easily accessible to nature, to bring nature into wherever you are. And so we've created this deck from 6 different downloaded communications that I have received. And I just felt that this was a great way to be able to revisit and pick a nature oracle deck card online anytime you need to help you out, to support you, to bring you an aha moment, which is generally what it does for me. And I'm just thrilled to be able to have this put together. I did not put it together on the website, so I have to give thanks for that piece of it, definitely. So I just felt that I wanted to come on here, I wanted to do a video and share, one, my enthusiasm, and two, the reminder that nature brings us gifts, brings us messages, and brings us guidance all the time, every day. And so as we can interact with nature more and more, this is another opportunity to interact with nature in a way that means you don't have to leave your house, your apartment, your farmhouse, wherever you happen to be, on a plane, in a train, wherever you happen to be, you have access to nature. And more, nature and the animals are really calling for us to step up to the plate and harmonize and interact with them as much as we possibly can. And as we begin to interact with them, we'll actually find that they help us divinely lay out the story, the life, the opportunities that we want to create for ourselves, because they know what we need and they show up to support that. And the messages can be very profound, and they can help us to not dive down that rabbit hole that seems to be wide open right now for many people. And as we feel like we might be diving down the rabbit hole or getting into our mind too much, this is an opportunity to have somewhere to go that's going to be accessible any moment of any time of the day, and pick a card and help you raise your vibration, shift you out of that rabbit hole, and move you up into a spiritual place where you can make those connections and take that next step, whatever that next step might be for you. So I took some notes because I can ramble on for hours, so I just want to make sure that I'm doing this correctly. So the other piece that I'm learning from nature and learn every day is nature works from our heart centers and not from our minds. So the more we can interact with nature, the more we learn how to drop into our heart at any given time and ask our heart for guidance rather than our minds for guidance. Our minds can be the action-oriented next step, but our hearts are our place of truth. And this is where nature and the animals and the unseen guides will come to you and guide you and help you work through a process that you're going through. So we're going to post a link to this page underneath this YouTube. I think that's how it works. But I wanted to just go through how the interaction works. So when you go to the page, you're going to see some step-by-step directions. And the directions initially invite you to breathe, drop into your heart, and become present. And we've put a link to a meditation on there so that if you're in the middle of a busy day, It's a 5-minute meditation that will just bring you present so that you can open up to the guidance that is perfect for you in that moment. So once you've taken a breath, listened to the meditation, and dropped into your heart and really feel yourself becoming present, give yourself permission to become present for this purpose. The next step is to bring attention to what it is you would like to ask. What is it from nature that you want to receive an answer for? And I will remind you to ask for something that you are ready to hear the answer for, because sometimes that answer is not what we want, what we're thinking, or what we expect. But it will be the right answer for really stepping you outside of the box and moving you forward. So trusting in that process as you start to create the question in your mind and in your heart center. And as you create the question, begin to look at the 6 images that you're going to find at the bottom of this page on the website. All of the images will look the same. On the other side of the image is the answer to your query. So as you look at these 6 images, bring that focus and attention into your heart center. You can ask a question if you're in the middle of a challenge or an opportunity and you're not sure which direction to go in. And you can also simply say, what do I need to hear in this moment? What do I need to know in this moment? What would be most beneficial for me in this moment? And invite that to be the focus if you don't have a specific question, because we're always learning and we're always growing, and there's always something new that can come into our energetic field and show us a different way of doing something or stepping into our unique self. So as you look at the 6 images, bring that focus, be very clear. One question, one focus, so that you can keep the answer really clear. And as you look at those 6 images at the bottom of the page, you're going to find that one of those images really stands out to you. Click on that image and you're going to find that there's a message from a nature being that was guided to me, for me also, and I felt that these were really good to share. And then read through the message, journal, write down the date, the time, the message, the question that you asked if you asked one, and just take some notes on what's coming up for you. Just write down the first thing that comes to you. It could be one word, one sentence, it could be 3 sentences, and it could be a page. It doesn't matter. It's about the first things that comes through to you. And then acknowledge that guide, give thanks for them showing up for you, and start to build a relationship with them. So throughout the rest of your day or evening, drop back into your heart and reconnect to them, and see if you can deepen or expand the messages and the guidance and wisdom that they are bringing you. This is something that you can do as every day. If you wanted to pick a different card every day, sometimes that can be a little too much. It just depends. And you can also pick a card and work with that card for a week, maybe 10 days, maybe more, until you feel that you have another question and you need to draw another card. And then you would come back to the website and do the same process again and pick a different image and continue to build on that presence with nature. You're also going to find that as you build this online with this deck, you're also going to build your connection to nature in the outside world. Whether you're driving, whether you're hiking, whether you're out with your dog, whether you're visiting with friends, you're going to start to notice that nature is showing up for you, and all of a sudden a tree or a plant or a bird flies overhead. These are all the signs in real life that you're creating from the Oracle deck that is interactive on our website page. So I hope you find this really valuable. I hope it validates and clarifies things for you. We would love to hear from you. We are going to post this on Facebook and Instagram, so we would love to hear your feedback. If it's not too personal to share, or even how this deck is working for you, would be super helpful for us to make sure it's the best that it can be and be as helpful as it can be for each of you. We welcome you to visit often. We welcome you to check out our workshop pages. The interactive Nature's Oracle deck is completely free. There's no charge. You can come and visit it anytime you want. And we look forward to hearing from you. I hope you have a fabulous day. I look forward to hearing about the interactions, and have a great day. Much love from us and from nature, and we will see you soon.